Assalamu alaikum, grade 11. This is Sana Shoaib here, and today we are going to discuss descriptive writing, which is one of the choices in the section 2 of your paper 1. Now, when you are thinking about which topic you should choose to write about, try to keep the following points in mind. Number 1, limited period of time. Now, you know you only have a limited period of time to plan and write your essay. Therefore, planning is important, but having said that, do not produce an over-elaborated plan. Secondly, familiarity. Choose a topic which does not require you to spend too long thinking about what you should write. As far as possible, write about something which is closely familiar to you. Know your strength. You should be aware of the type of writing you are best at. Try to choose the topic which lets you to write this type of essay. And finally, be expressive. Remember that your work will be judged by teachers as much on how you express yourself on the content. Using accurate grammatical structures and appropriate vocabulary is also equally important. Okay, now what is descriptive writing, or let's say what is the purpose of descriptive writing? The primary purpose of descriptive writing is to describe a person, place, or thing in such a way that a picture is formed in the reader's mind. Capturing an event through descriptive writing involves paying close attention to the details by using all of your 5 senses. Descriptive writing has a unique power and appeal as it evokes sight, smell, texture, taste, and hearing, both of the writer and the reader. Now, what are the types of descriptive writing? It could be a description of a place, a scene, or a building. It could be a description of an event or an occasion, or it could be a description of a person or an animal. Now, I have written down few examples of descriptive writing, and I'll be reading these for you. The first one is about a person. Let's read it. The suspect was approximately 6 feet tall with a medium build. His complexion was fair and he wore a mustache. He looked young, perhaps between 20 and 25 years of age. He was wearing dirty blue jeans, short-sleeved black t-shirt and athletic shoes. The second one is a description of a scene. I pushed the door open. The bell tinkled with a soft but shrill ring. A wave of cheap air freshener washed over me. Chairs were cluttered in the waiting room. Clusters of magazines were scattered on the scratched wood of coffee table. A little way forward from where I stood was a desk. A smiling receptionist sat there. Third description is of a place. Most people here reside in apartment buildings because there is only little residential space available. I also grew up in one of those buildings. Every day, I wake up admiring the amazing beauty of the nearby mountains from the window of my bedroom. And the last one is a description of an event or an occasion. The effects of other cultures as a consequence of globalization is evident in Pakistani weddings as well. And one of these foreign influences is the wedding cake. It symbolizes the beginning of a new relationship together. Now, let's talk about tools for descriptive writing. In order to bring a scene alive for the reader, it is a good idea to think about ways of describing how it appeals to the different senses, such as smell and hearing. Effective descriptive writing makes use of certain linguistic devices, figures of speech, which help to make clear what is being described. Among these devices are similes, metaphors, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. Examples of these devices and their effects. Simile, for example, a Gandalf-like white beard. Gandalf is a wizard in The Lord of the Rings. Metaphor: the sky was bleached white. Adjectives: the blood red dust. Verbs: humping huge and ungainly loads. Adverbs: fairies plied doggedly. So that was all from my side. I tried to explain descriptive writing, showed you people certain examples, and now here comes your job. Choose one of the topics from the given choices and write between 350 and 500 words. Number 1, describe somewhere you go to when you want to be alone and write why this place is so special to you. Number 2, describe the scene at a concert hall or sports ground before the main event begins. And number 3, describe a ceremony in which all your family took part. Thank you very much for your patient listening and good luck with your assignment.